particular person because he actually, in my experience, is one of the most life-affirming, life-full, life-loving, wonderful fucking people. So leave it to him to make me love death. Ladies and gentlemen,
off to a good start. What invite?
Nobody told us how to get off the stage.
Good to see you.
Who's gonna be back here?
How you doing, buddy?
Very well, thank you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna leave the stage to you now.
Okay.
Good luck with everything.
I've heard they're a difficult crowd.
Those Canadian crowds.
Yes, Canadians! So who's from BC? And everyone, hands up. Okay, I'm from Toronto. Sorry, but the Leafs, you know, they might do all right this season. And what about I'm sure we've got a lot of guests from the US. Who's from the US? Yeah. Hi. I've just come from Chicago. I'm trying to get it right because I'm a hybrid. Because I live in Toronto, but I'm originally from the UK, so I have this whole mix of accents. So I just got used to, I've spent 3 months in Chicago, getting used to things. But anyway, and I know we've got guests from all over, and we've got guests from away from North America too, as well. Hey, welcome to beautiful BC. It's a fabulous place. I always feel very special here. I've done a lot of work here. Obviously, it is the mother of Supernatural. It is here. So, you know, it's very special for that reason. And lots of other things, too. I lived here and did a show called Kingdom Hospital, Stephen King's Kingdom Hospital. And I did Man of Steel was shot here, and X-Men 3, and a whole bunch of different things. So it's a very special place. Hello! I'll start to, I'll rattle on for a little bit, and then if anybody wants to come up and ask a question, I'll do my best to answer it, as long as it's not really, you know, difficult and intelligent. I sort of miss you. I feel like it's been a while, you know? It's like, anyway, you never know, you might see me again. I mean, you know, in person, but I mean fictionally, you know. And, yes, so, and I'm just doing a show right now. No, hello, you look lonely there. Oh no, there's people coming up. Oh, there's more people there. Oh my goodness me, this is so exciting. I'm trying not to smile at the moment. One of the things about being very old is that you lose your teeth. Stop it. I'm not allowed to smile because I lost one of my teeth. I went for dinner at a friend's the other day. And I have a dental plate, and I took my dental plate off, and I put it because it hurt. Somebody took my dental plate. So it's one of the most embarrassing things in the world to phone your friend and thank them for dinner. Say, by the way, did you see my dental plate in your bathroom? Anyway, so if you see me not smiling today, or trying not to smile, that's why. So, in the photo ops, I'm going to be very serious. Oh dear, the actor's life. The actor's life. You see, I was meant to, this is a long story. I was meant to go back from Chicago to Toronto and pick up my stuff, and then I couldn't, and then... Sorry? What was that? Sounds like me before my teeth. All right. And actually, seriously, I've got a birthday coming up, a big one. So I'm hoping that you're all coming tonight and we're going to celebrate and... Great. Okay, so I'm just like waffling here. Why don't I ask, hello, somebody, what happened to you? Hello?
Work happened.
Work happened? A work accident?
Yeah.
In this testing? Okay. Hi.
So I was going to ask you a math question, but you said no intellectual questions, so I got this back up. What was your initial reaction when they asked you to play Death? Because that's not a very typical character. And
Yeah. What was my, I'll repeat it just to make sure you can all hear. What was my initial reaction to playing Death? Well, it's not a surprise for me to play a character like that. Just because I'm so good looking. I have good cheekbones. So, seriously, when I first got the part, I didn't know that about Supernatural, really. I kind of knew that it was going and it was a popular show and kind of what it was about. But I was so involved in shooting a movie at the time, I didn't really do a lot of homework. And then I arrived on set and suddenly went, oh my God, I'm in something big here, and something very important. So it was a very fast catch-up. And I'll let you into a secret. When I'd already auditioned for Supernatural a long time previously. I put myself on tape. I live in Toronto, and as you know, Supernatural shot here in Vancouver. And so, you put yourself on tape and you send your tape to the producers and you hope that they see it and you hope you get a part. I did that a long time before I actually played Death. And I put myself on tape at the time for Pestilence.
Oh.
Now, I don't think that I was auditioning for Pestilence. I think that was the script that they had, and they wanted to see a bunch of different takes and who would be useful for what part. So it came as a surprise when I actually got the part many months later after I'd done that original take. So there you go.
thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being the first question. Okay. Well, I'll try to be more to the point next time. Hello. I'm sort of dancing around a bit here. Is this all right? Yeah, okay.
I was wondering, what was your favorite scene to film?
My favorite what show?
What was your favorite scene to film?
Oh, the favorite scene to film? Well, there's a lot of them actually. I do like junk food. I really do. Except, okay, so I guess, that first scene in the pizza parlor, pretty amazing. And when I did it, I thought, well, Chicago deep dish pizza, that's good. And I made the mistake of in the first take, eating all the way through, And I'm looking at Jensen, and Jensen's just taking a tiny. And then afterwards I realized, sensible actor. Stupid actor. And then, take number 35 from a different angle. I'm picking up the pizza and going... and there's a spit bucket underneath that. Sorry. So it was both my favorite and quite a tricky one, but it really was good. It introduced me to the whole show, it introduced me to Jensen, and the idea that we can have a lot of fun together on set, and it's such a beautifully written scene that I guess that was the beginning of my relationship with Supernatural. Thank you. Wow, I get applauded. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Dylan. Sorry, the last 5 years, my son's been cosplaying as Death coming here. He can't come this year.
Oh, okay.
He's very, very upset about that. He wanted me to ask you
Yeah.
whether or not you get more recognized as Death or from any of your other shows, do you walk down the street and have people actually because it happens to him when he's in costume here. We had people like not getting on the elevator with us.
Well, okay, thank you. I'm very touched as well. Yes, I get a lot of recognition. I too have been in an elevator, and when the doors opened, someone looked at me and went, "Ah!" That happened in Dallas. And then there are many other times when I'm walking along the road, and my wife will often walk with me, and she goes, "I recognize you. I recognize you. Okay, yes, he's deaf." Because, you know, you see people kind of going, "Oh my God." And it's not, it's funny. With most people, when they're recognized, you see people coming up like this. With me, it's... So, yeah, I do. And seriously, I guess, well, I have a very specific face, so people recognize it a lot. And I'm one of those guys that people go, "I've seen you in stuff, what is that?" And you probably know I've done a bunch of other things as well as Supernatural. But for sure, Supernatural is the one, and the character of Death is the one that most people say. And I think it spans most people. You know, often when you're in a movie or a TV show, it appeals to a very narrow demographic. You know it's going to be a certain age of kids or adults or whatever because of the way that it's pitched. But Supernatural, I can honestly say, it's like, it transcends all that. It's an enormous family, and it appeals to so many people. Thank you. And it's not, you know, it's been going long enough now that it's multi-generational too. It's not just like a particular age group. It's so cool to have parents and kids both being fans. That's really cool to me. He's gone. Where did he go? That was my answer. Okay, thank you.
Sorry. My question was kind of related to that question, because you've done a lot of work and you've been a theater actor and a film actor for a very long time. And how does your family and your kids react to like this and conventions and people thinking you're deaf and
It's funny. So I have 2 kids, yes, and for many years I was best known for being on a Canadian heritage moment. And this is specifically for the Canadians here. Canada, you know, we are very conscious of wanting to talk about our past because sometimes we feel like the little cousin to the UK or the US. So there was a whole series of commercials in the 80s and 90s that were little heritage moments that emphasized moments that created Canada, important moments in our history. And I got to play the father of the man who made Winnie the Pooh. So I would walk down the street and everyone would go, "Winnie the Pooh! Winnie the Pooh!" And my kids thought that was the uncoolest thing. So for many years they would go, "Oh, God." And funnily enough, neither of them are actors now. So, but anyway, over the years I've done other roles, but I got to say that now I'm very cool with my daughter because of Supernatural and all her friends that are into the show. So now I've actually earned my stripes. I'm good. Thanks, guys.
Hello, I'm Tess.
I was so nervous.
So obviously, as you said before, you're typecast as like death-like characters. We've also seen you as Charon in The Lightning Thief, who is like the ferryman as to death.
Yeah.
So I guess as yourself, based on those experiences of being both characters, would you be more comfortable being death itself or being the ferryman, like as you, Julian?
I gotta say death, because there's so many attributes to the character that I play in Supernatural as Death that are human attributes, and I think that's what makes him such an interesting character. He's not somebody that's just big and powerful and spooky. He's actually very human, and he likes human things, and he has human foibles like liking junk food. And so for me, it's a well-rounded character and a lot of fun to play.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm getting quicker. This is good. I think I'm getting more succinct. Hello.
Hello. I think teeth or no teeth, you're handsome. Just. But my question is, if you could be any other supernatural character from season 1 to 12 or 11, who would you be and why?
Ooh. I don't know. And a lot of people with my character would always go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and that's sweet. But it's such a cool show where you never know the character arcs and what's going on. But one of my big pals and one of the coolest characters, I think, is Billy. Yeah, at least we're pals she's from Toronto as well, and I know her from theater and film and television. And I think I like kick-ass characters with sass. Yeah. So that would be her at the moment. Like it shifts and changes. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. So I was wondering, since you play Dad a lot, you ever go to parties and just be like, "Hi, I'm Julian. I played Dad." That's like a little party trick or whatever.
I generally don't have to tell them that.
Yeah.
But what happens instead is people will come up and they'll stand in front of me and do this and go, "I'm dancing with Dad." And then they'll come and put me up next to a door. "I'm at Dad's door." And I've been through a few of those, so that takes it. Okay, I haven't heard that one yet. So that's the biggest one. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Hey, Julian.
Hi.
I remember those historic moments, so rock to bro. Loved it.
Thank
Loved
you.
Winnie the Pooh. I actually wondered, how do you keep the ambiance that you bring to Death while having these really heavy scenes like Sam, literally he's close to death?
How do I keep serious, you mean? Like during...
Yeah, just without just going like, "Oh, well, his death's so spooky." Just that very sincerity, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think that's part of the character, and the character of Death cares, right? And he's very human, and it's ironic, even though he's a horseman, I think that he's also like an uncle.
Yeah.
And so I just play as if I am an uncle or somebody that cares and has a connection to the boys, and therefore, so I'm not playing a type, I'm playing a person. And I think that's very important for any actor, is that you have to sort of have a realistic thing to play, not just an idea. It has to be like concrete, you know what I mean? So that's all, and that's what I do. And some are more difficult than others. Some roles are more difficult to do that than others, but that's, the way that the show is constructed, it's pretty easy. It's, well, I say easy, it's fun. It's a fun thing to do. And the level of focus and professionalism on the set makes it pretty straightforward. There's not, even though everyone says to me, "Have you been pranked?" And I go, "Well, actually, when I'm there, no." I can't imagine why, but no. So it's anyway. It's very focused.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks. Hello.
Hello. I was wondering, if you could create a drink based on your character, what would it be?
What? Based on
An alcoholic beverage based on your character.
an alcoholic beverage based on my character. I don't know, it'd have to be something kind of like with a maraschino cherry. Don't you? So I think I'd have a maraschino cherry. Now, I like beer. I'm sort of English originally, and beer is my thing. So maybe something horrific, like, beer, a maraschino cherry, something of...
Bailey's.
It's got to have a parasol.
You said horrific.
And maybe something just to give it a bit more kick. as well.
Tequila?
In a floating pickle chair. It's called the Death Cocktail. There we go. It's a new one.
I'm gonna make that tonight when I
Maybe it
get
should be
home.
called Cocktail of Death. That's okay. Cocktail of Death. Thank you. So that's beer, cherry, parasol,
And a pickle chip.
and a pickle chip.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
I was just wondering what your first impressions were of the entire cast when you first met them.
When I met, was in the show?
Yeah.
Well, it kind of goes back to the other thing that I said was I was simply impressed with the way that Jensen played the scene. And as I told you earlier, I didn't know a lot about the show. I mean, I did my homework, but only a limited amount. And so when I was in the scene with him, I realized what a good actor he is, how he is playing that he's afraid of me. I had a meet and greet with folks earlier, and I was explaining to them that often if you feel a particular emotion for an actor on screen, it's often the other actor that is making you feel that way. So the fact that I command this sort of respect and fear is due to the folks that are in the scene with me, kind of, doing this. And Jensen right off really nailed it and really gave me all the cues that I needed. So it was a real two-way relationship, like a true acting experience, not where I had to come in and work with the star and, worry about what he thought. Like, we just played the scene. So that was my first realization that this is a very cool show, and that the people that are the lead characters are actually really good actors. And it's the same with Jared too, later when I did the later scene with him. So that was it really. I have a funny anecdote though. The very first impression that I had, I wasn't actually in a scene with any of the guys. I did that amazing intro. It's a fabulous scene. But of course, there's no other supernatural actors in there, so that was actually my first experience of supernatural. So I arrived, and a production assistant said, "That's the car you're driving." And I looked at this big white thing that looked like a boat, like an ocean sailing vessel. And I got in it, and you steer it, and the steering wheel goes like this, and then they said, "Oh, it's okay, we'll just go around the camera there, turn around, and then just hit your mark there." Oh my God! So that actually, pure terror was my first impression when I did that, but it worked. I just closed my eyes. And then got out. And when you see me getting out, what you don't know is my face is going. So there you go, trade secrets.